Hi there and welcome to this lesson that is titled Dealing with Despair. Despair is a really strong emotion. It's something that some of the students on my online course is currently working on and learning how to manage on a day-to-day basis. And it can be a truly heavy emotion because from an evolutionary standpoint, despair and hopelessness stems from fear. And normally we are afraid of the suffering that is right in front of us, the difficulties right in front of us. But when it comes to hopelessness and despair, we are generally afraid that the suffering we're experiencing in the current moment is never going to end. This sensation here of despair is due to overthinking and negative rumination. And the only way we can take a step out of this is truly to create a greater perspective on our situation. When we begin to overthink and ruminate, we're narrowing down our focus on this current moment here, and we are afraid that this moment here is never going to end. But we need to realize and reaffirm to ourselves that everything is constantly changing. There's a great saying that says, "This too shall pass." And we need to remind ourselves of this in so many situations here. You know it probably from you could say more like a positive notion. You probably notice that you're never constantly happy. You're never happy all of the time. In the same way, you can never be full of despair and hopelessness all of the time. Nothing is forever. Everything is going to change, whether it be your mood or simply the season of nature. Everything is constantly going to change, and by simply reminding ourselves of this quote here, "This too shall pass," our perspective will actually be much greater. And we need to reaffirm this whenever we find ourselves being in a hole of despair and hopelessness. This quote here can take us out of despair and hopelessness quite easy. At the same time, it's always easier said than done. And that's why I'm giving away 10 free despair consultations for people who find themselves being in this great hole of despair. The two of us will sit down, we'll have a talk about your situation and find out how you can manage your current suffering in the best way possible and get tangible tools in order for you to move on a long-term basis. All you need to do to apply for these consultations here is to reach out to me through email, through direct message, and the two of us once again will sit down and have a talk about your situation and your life. I'm truly looking forward to helping you use the technique, the one we previously mentioned, and otherwise I'm just going to wish you the best possible day. There's no need for you to be hopeless and in despair. Everything is changing, no matter whether you realize it or not. And the sooner you begin to notice this, the sooner you can take a step out of this hopeless situation that you might be experiencing. Once again, may you have the best day, take care, and may you enjoy all of it. Bye.